grow in a patch of North Florida, South Georgia, straight across the United States into Texas. I did have the Georgia Extension agent look at them, and he said they're all natural. They're not domesticated at all.
Right.
So, and what we did, the only thing we do in there, you see we have it fenced so the animals don't browse in there.
Right.
And the only thing we did is we go in and clean up the bottom so we can get through.
Yeah.
Get all the dead branches out. And then this year we had to use, we got a big old parachute we put under the tree and we shake it and gather
tonight. Yeah.
Made the berries cleaner, but because it was so dry, they're not quite as juicy and they weren't quite as big this year. Last year was our first time we had a really good rain. We were gathering berries out of water chest deep, and we used pool skimmers and put them in buckets. Took a canoe that's sitting here someplace out there, put the buckets in there, and then gathered them and put them in there. A little messier, but the trees did much better, and the berries were bigger and that type of thing. So, but whatever, these trees have been here, you know, it's like so long and through all this drought and everything, and still do well.
So
people think they have to grow in a wet area. They survive in a wet area. Fire will just destroy the tree. So if there's a controlled burn or a natural burn, you're never going to find them in the woods. But you'll find them down at the riverbank or the creek bank or the bog or whatever. So that's where the idea comes from, that they have to grow in water. As you can see, they are not growing in water. And you could actually, they make a beautiful landscape tree because they don't get overly tall. And when they, in the winter, when the leaves are off, they're real gnarly. So we have more people look out and say, "What are those trees?" Because they look so interesting. And but if you're going, they don't bear well until they're about 8 years old or so. And you need 2 for them to pollinate each other, and they should be a little different species. We also have bees for no other reason except to help the pollination. We don't. It isn't required, but it does help.
Right.
So were those natural here, or were they planted?
No, they were. That's what they were natural. And so how the, you know, some old guy came in and planted the first 2 or 3, we don't know. But there's seedlings out there. They grow up and they're expanding naturally.
Okay.
And we do not fertilize them. We don't water. Whatever happens to them happens to them. We just protect them. That's our job. May stands for when they harvest. Haw stands for hawthorn tree, which is they're a family in the hawthorn tree. They are a tiny little apple. I'll show you some. I've got berries frozen.
So there they are.
So this is how mayhaw. It looks like a little apple, and you can almost smell it. And the green in them is actually will produce pectin, so it makes it easier for them to gel if they've got green berries in them.
It almost looks like a cranberry.
Yeah, but shape-wise, they're smaller than a cranberry.
Oh, are
and
they?
Shape-wise, you know, they look very much like a little crab apple. And now mostly they're known for making the jelly, but you can make wine. You can do syrup with them. You can use them in pies and things like that. The only thing is in a pie, you would use the juice, not the actual berry. Somebody says, "Well, can you make pies out of them?" I said, "Yeah, but they're so hard to core and peel."
Right, exactly. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.